book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 13, and it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Hawashah, the power, said unto the woman, What is it that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat." First and foremost, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rekah HaKwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim and the Akbaf that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom. This is Brother Bon Malak coming at you with a quick lesson. And this lesson is going to center around an article I was reading out of the Guardian. And it's about the matter of fact, instead of me trying to paraphrase, let's just bring it up. The student loan forgiveness program, that the student loan debt. And this is out of the Guardian, and this was actually, it was August the 31st. That was Thursday. What was that? Thursday, August the 31st, 2023, when this article came out. And it reads, the Guardian. It said, "I already worked 2 jobs. U.S. graduates with kids grapple with student debt." You know why? Because that they starting back up that student debt. When Biden, when COVID came about, they stopped that student loan the student loan payment. For those people that went to college, got all their degrees, and they told them they didn't have to pay back that student loan debt, until after the COVID, at least until everything subsided a little bit. And so what you have now is that they about to start September the 1st was, the day that they was going to amp it back up. And that's exactly what they've done. So these people are now they grappling with, the debt that they already have, i.e. whether it's a car payment, credit card debt, or what have you. And now they got to start back paying that student loan debt. So we're just going to read in this article, man. It says, as the end of the student debt payment pause looms, many parents say they cannot afford to prioritize paying their loan back. Because a lot of people struggling out here. Even people with 2 and 3 and 4 degrees, they're out here struggling. Because they don't went to these colleges and universities, and mainly Eve. And we're gonna center this lesson around Eve. Because Eve, she bit the wine of the serpent. Not bit it, but she took it. She swallowed everything that the serpent was saying. And we know that the Negro woman, especially those college educated black women, they think they so much better than the so-called black man. And how do they prioritize being better than the black man? They go to these universities, they get their degrees, and then they'll go get a second degree. And in some instances, some of these women are going to get their third degree. And so now they got all this student loan debt, and now they are struggling. And some of these are parents with 2 children. Some of these are women with 2 children, and we know it's affecting men as well at somewhere. But right now, this article is focusing on women. So we're just gonna go right into this article. And again, we're gonna go back to the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 13. "And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Hawashah, the power, said unto the woman, What is it that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat." The serpent told the woman, y'all go to these universities. Go get your degree. You go get your degree, and we guarantee you that your life is going to be much better. Your life is going to be better. You can kick the man out the house. You can have these children. We're going to pay for you to have child care at some of these universities that you can go to, and we're going to help you get on your feet. But see, that was but at the bottom end and the back end of that, they didn't realize that they was going to have to pay that student loan debt back. At the back end of that, they knew that, hey, I don't did this all by myself. I don't need no man, because we know that's the first thing the so-called black woman going to say. I don't need no man. I don't need a protector. I don't need that covering of a man. Because Esau Edom don't gave me my covering. He allowed me to go get my papers. He allowed me to go get 2 degrees. But now, what is those two degrees doing for you, Eve? Let's read into this article, man. We'll come back to that precept. Let's read into this article. I'm about to open it up big. Let's lock it. Let's sit this down right here. And this was, again, it was August the 31st, 2023. Divine Justice Hillard, 24, was in college when she participated in the program designed for single parents. While the program provided assistance for campus housing and child care for her now elementary school age child, she graduated with almost $70,000 in student loan debt. As the end of the U.S. student debt repayment pause looms, Hillard wondered, am I going to die with that debt? You know, and this is coming from the mouth of a so-called black woman, right? You know, which is really is an Israelite woman. But what? Genesis 3 and 13, the Most High Yahweh Shai even asked the woman, what hast thou done? And then later, what did Eve say? You know, the serpent beguiled me. And he have beguiled you Negro, Latinos, and Native American women. Don't told y'all to get away from what y'all natural order was. Go out there and work. Y'all don't bought into the feminist, you know, movement. Go out there and work. Go tell the man that he ain't shit. We don't need no man. I got my degrees. I got my job. I got my house. I got my bank. I got my money. That's what he done told you. Let's continue reading. It said when the emails regarding Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan first went out, Hillard signed up with hope. She was like, yo, I can't pay that $70,000 loan back. I don't make my job that I got a degree, but my job is only paying me $30,000, $35,000. So you already upside down, just like you would be upside down in a car. As soon as you go to these car lots and you go buy a new car, you traded in a car that you owed $7,000 for to buy a new car, but the car that you traded in was only worth $1,000. So now they don't tacked on that $6,000 on top of the car that they already don't charge over $3,000 over the MSRP. So now you at what? You at 43, 44, 45, you at $46,000 for a new car. And the car is only worth what? Probably $33,000. It said when emails regarding Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan first went out, Hillard signed up with hope. And we're going to read this article and then we're going to come up with a couple of precepts. Her first few loans had been taken out under both her and her mother's name. And these women, what? And a lot of these students, what? They're getting these loans and they putting their mothers and their parents, they laying their parents with that debt. See, because if she die, her mother gonna have to assume that debt. See, that's what people don't understand. Mama, all you gotta do is just sign, help me, you know, with my Pell Grant, or help me with this grant, or help me with this grant, but you're gonna have to pay it back. Heaven forbid I die, Mom, you're gonna be laden with all this debt that I don't accumulate it with. So, and again, it said her first few loans have been taken out under both her and her mother's name. Hillard, who lives in New York, who worked since she was 14 years old, said she's parenting, working, studying as a full-time student was exhausting and put her in straight survival mode. She's in straight survival mode just to go to college to get a degree so that she can be upside down in debt when she get out of college. But she'll tell you right up, I got my degree. She'll get with her girls and she'll tell a man to her face, you ain't shit. What degree you got? You ain't got no degree. What you do? All you is a what? What they were the summer when they was talking about, oh, he a bus driver. See, this summer even the women were putting down bus drivers. Why? Because the bus driver is not a six-figure or so-called high-value man in this society. See, but that's what these women will tell you. No, I got a degree. I need me a high-value man. Oh, I got 2 kids. It don't matter. I still deserve a high-value man. And what they don't understand is a high-value man is the man of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the only true high-value men on the planet Earth this day. And soon you Negro, Latinos, and Native American women gonna fucking find out. Again, she worked since she was 14 years old. She said parenting, working and studying as a full-time student was exhausting and put her in straight survival mode. But going to college was imperative for Hillard, who said she wanted to be the generation curse breaker, a generational curse breaker. So now you got to go get you a degree. So it's not good enough for a woman just to be a mother, just to be a wife. But see, she got to go get a generational, she wanted to be a generational curse breaker because she didn't see no value in being a great wife, a great mother. She saw her value was gauged if she had a piece of paper. How's that working out for you, Miss Hilliard? In her family, it's the debt, she said, that makes it feel like she took several steps back. And you did take several steps backwards. Because the Lord didn't create you women to be out here on no grind, working at these jobs. But y'all bought into feminism. Everything a man can do, I can do better. That's exactly what y'all mindsets are. We're going to continue reading. Let's go to the next. It's a pretty long article, but we're going to read it. We're going to read it all. It said a payment pause, which ends this week after 3.5 years, means people like Hilliard who parented while in college are uniquely affected by intersecting economic crisis, child care, and the cost of living, are exacerbated by the student loan crisis. It's been a huge point of stress for me because I already work 2 jobs. See, she ain't got a degree and still got to work 2 jobs. Why? Because Babylon don't fail you Negro, Latinos, and Native American women. Y'all bought into the wine of the serpent. He beguiled y'all, and now y'all are paying for it. Because if y'all were just raising a family, being a wife, a loving wife, and a caring mother, you should be at home chilling. You should be at home taking care of your husband, loving your husband. But no, y'all want to get out here and work y'all asses off. Y'all want to get out here and get in debt. How's that working out for you, Negro women? You Negro, Latinos, and Native American women. Let's continue reading. She said, it's been a huge point of stress for me because I already worked 2 jobs, said Justice McNeil, a young parent in Pennsylvania who had her daughter after graduating. As a first-generation college student who helped with bills in her household, McNeil worked multiple jobs throughout college. She considered looking for a 3rd job, ideally one where she can take her daughter. If she can't, she'll be paying out of pocket for child care and transportation costs, which would impact the additional income she has to put towards her loan payment. You know, you see, because everybody don't bought into that wine of Babylon, man. You know, the greatest ripoff, you know, the greatest con that Esau don't ever played on you Negro, Latinos, and Native American women. Go to college, get your degree, so you can get all this student loan debt. So you'll be paying for it forever. McNeil explained that many people cannot afford to prioritize paying their student loans back right now. She said it's a matter of whether we're going to put food on the table or whether we're going to make the monthly loan payments that we can't afford, McNeil said. See? Now, they didn't say if McNeil was a Edomite or was she a Israelite woman. But, you know, it's probably, it don't matter, man, because what? The woman in general is just out of order. They out of damn order, man. Because they bought into feminism. They want a career. They want to be the toast of the town. They want to go out when their girlfriends can give them all the accolades. Girl, she got her degree. She a doctor. Girl, she a lawyer. Girl, she a psychologist. Girl, she doing good. She just got a 2nd degree. You know, she doing real good. But she ain't got no man. She don't have no family. But she on the carousel, though. But she on that carousel. Let's continue reading, man. Let's continue reading. It says Nicole Lynn Lewis, founder of Generation Hope, a nonprofit that engaged education, policies partnering with systemic change to support student parents, as well as providing direct support to teen parents in college and their children, told The Guardian that student parents are disproportionately disproportionately affected by student debt. Black student parents are especially affected, Lewis added, holding more student debt than other student parents and non-parents of any other racial or ethnic group. See, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all bought into the serpent. Because a woman, all she had to do, see, when the Edomite woman, she had a problem with her man. She had a problem with her man, with the patriarchy. She the one had a problem. Our women in our communities were just fine. But what did they do? They said, hey, only way we're going to be able to get in and change, we got to get that so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American woman on our side. And that's what they did. They sold that y'all don't need a man. The only group of women on the earth that are talking about they don't need a man. The Negro woman is the only, really it's the Negro woman, the only woman on the earth that's talking about she don't need a man and she can do anything that a man can do. Let's continue reading. The impact isn't just about higher expense either, though the expense around childcare, housing, transportation are significant. The out-of-pocket cost of attending a public school is roughly 2 to 5 times higher for students' parents for low-income students without children. Yep. According to the Education Trust. Lewis said it's also due to our country's legacy of withholding resources from certain communities, particularly communities of color, and particularly black communities. You know, and y'all still stuck. Y'all got all this education, and you Negro, Latino, you Negro are still calling yourselves black. They should hold back their resources from you, the black nation. Cause y'all void of light. So why you gonna give somebody that's void of light, you know, some resources? Make that make sense. Let's continue reading. It said because student parents face a disproportionately debt burden, payment restarting and forgiveness being in flux, with advocacy for cancellation can feel daunting. Yeah, it's gonna feel daunting, all right. Y'all about to, yeah, I'm gonna read the whole article. We'll come back to the precepts. We ain't got but a couple on. We just gonna read this article because let's continue reading. It said, it feels like a defeat almost, Hillard said, of Biden's forgiveness plan not coming through. Even a peace would have been so beneficial, she added. You know, the devil, that's his job, to steal, kill, and destroy. And he's destroying y'all, you know, you Negro, Latino, Native American, he's destroying y'all what? By what? Elating y'all with a bunch of debt. Elating y'all with a bunch of debt, man. But y'all still don't quite see who this devil is. She added, just to have it taken away, almost like we don't deserve it. While Hillard finished her program with a degree, the same cannot be said for every borrower, particularly borrowers who are also parents. Student parents are statistically 10 times less likely to graduate. This is due to a large part of how collegiate and policy systems are not designed with them in mind. Despite earning grades comparable to their non-parent peers, or according to some estimate, earning higher GPAs. It's that Brittany Williams, higher education senior policy analyst at the Educational Trust, emphasized the supporting students, specifically of black mothers, to degree completion is only one piece of the puzzle. Unequal pay once a graduate is in the workforce also adds to a ballooning debt. Yeah, you know, you women think y'all gonna get paid the same as men. Y'all go get all these degrees and y'all find out that, damn, you know, I've been hoodwinked. They told me if I get all these degrees that, you know, that I'm gonna have, you know, all these resources gonna be open to me. All these job opportunities gonna be flowing with me. And they got a history of people that's going to these Yale, all these other universities that they come out and they be like, man, I can't even find a job in my degree field. A lot of people, man, but prior to the pandemic, they used to, you could get online and you could see a lot of people that was graduating. They were saying, hey man, I went to 4 years of college and I'm not even in my field that I went to the college for. And some are starting their own businesses outside of that degree field. And they say, and those people saying they wasted their time going to college. They got to pay back all that student loan debt. Let's get. It said we attain the degrees to have upward economic mobility, but our economic portion is not given fairly. Then it does exacerbate not just debt, all the expenses that we may be carrying. Williams said, yeah, and that's, yeah, but that's what you wanted, And I think she said she a mother with 2 kids, right? Where's the father at? But we know what she don't say it about the father. The father ain't shit. You ain't got to do nothing for me and my kids. You ain't got to come and see your kids. Why? Because he probably got with another woman. So since the man don't got with another woman, he can't see his kids. So she gonna carry the burden of all of that. And we know she probably got him on child support, but he still can't see the kids. So now she worrying about child care. See, when you got 2 parents, you wouldn't have to worry about no damn child care. We're almost at the end. It said Williams pointed to the report that from the Educational Trust, which notes that black women are burdened and burdened the most by high cost of college, and due to structural racism and sexism. See, they always gonna blame racism and sexism on everything. No, if y'all would have followed the ways of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you wouldn't be burdened by nothing. Because what? You would be a good wife and you'll be a caring mother at home. That's what you would have been. You wouldn't be worrying about what they doing at these universities, these institutions. Now, we saying that women shouldn't better themselves? Not at all. Not at all. But a woman's primary focus should have been to her husband and to her kids. And then she could have sat down, and if she needed anything else that can fulfill her, she should sit down with her husband and say, hey, I would like to do this and I would like to do that. And the husband, he ultimately will make that decision and say, as long as the wife, as long as the kids taken care of, as long as my needs are being met, we'll make sure that you can go out here and find something that you really can do and that you will enjoy doing, which will give you a lot of time where you can take care of that and be a mother and a wife. But they don't want that. They just want to be a professional woman so that they can be all stressed out at work. Or when they come home, they all stressed the fuck out. Like Williams, Lewis too said black student parents are the center of the student debt crisis and shared how she's trying to fix it. Scholars in the Generation of Hope nonprofits have lower rates of debt than other parenting students. The organization connects students with resources and help them understand financial aid options, in addition to advocating for affordability policies like the Free College Initiative. The Help and Development Institution support include other campus child care solutions. And again, you keep talking about the child care. The child care, you have to ask, where's that other? I mean, she didn't just wake up one day and she was pregnant. So she had to have, at some point, a mate. So where's the mate? Where's that guy? Where's them kids' father? But what Eva quick to jump up and run out of state. She'll fucking leave the father know that he's home based, say in Chicago. She quick to move and go down to Atlanta and take the kids so she can call him a damn deadbeat to her family and to her parents and everybody else. I'm doing all this by myself. But how's it working out for you, Miss Williams? This is about trying to address the wrongs that have been happening for so long, she said. Now she think that the Edomite, that this white system, this white racist system, give a damn about, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. They don't care damn about y'all. They don't use y'all for what they wanted to use y'all for. They use y'all for feminism. They use y'all to break up the so-called black, and Latino and Native American family structure. But mainly we talking about Judah, the tribe of Judah women, the so-called black woman. Y'all been used. Y'all been beguiled by the serpent. It said in late August, Joe Biden announced a new income-driven repayments, the SAVE plan, while nearly 90 Democrats in college sent Biden a letter urging him to do more to address student debt. You know, it said looking ahead, the payment restarting scares Hillary. She needs a new car and would love to own a home for her and her daughter, but she want to own a home. So here it go. They done told you to go get you a degree, get you a degree so that you can get a better job, but yet you still can't even afford a home. And that's just not, and that's across the board. That's the Edomites are not even being able to afford a home. Why? Because Esau don't make the goddamn real estate so high that the American dream, you know, is an American nightmare. But this woman says, though she got a degree, what? She gonna hold fast on Esau. She gonna hold fast to the end. She gonna bleed this devil to the end. That cause what? Cause Esau, he looked like Jesus. So we know he gonna eventually come through for us. See, but they not gonna worry about the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. They not gonna worry about the ways of the Most High and pleasing the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. They want to please, you know, this devil, this wicked devil. Continue reading, man. We're almost done. We're going to come up with a couple precepts and then we're going to close it out. It said this is about addressing the wrongs that have been happening for so long, she said. Okay, so I wrote, okay, yeah. We'll jump down to this last paragraph. She said she was looking, you know, to own a home for her and her daughter, but feels her credit and debt will affect her future planning. She said she would feel like she won the lottery if any of her debt was canceled. Well, you ain't got to worry about it being canceled, Hillary. That you don't have to worry about, because this devil is not going to allow y'all to go to their institution for 4 years and give you child care and give you all these housing and think that you're not going to pay that back. You are sadly mistaken, young lady. It said it would feel like a relief, a chance to pour more into her daughter's future and her own. The goal of getting higher education is to have a better opportunities, she said, but that means to feel like you're still going backwards in life. And you are going backwards. You are going backwards. Let's get it, man. You are going backwards. You are going backwards. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 22. And this is to the woman, what don't beguile, that was beguiled by the serpent. It said, how long wilt thou go about, thou backsliding daughters? For the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Shall a woman compass a man? Asking a question. Because the women, especially the tribe of Judah women, they think that they are better than their men. They think that they are so much better than their men. But look at them struggling. Look how the woman is struggling. They struggling what? To pay their bills. They don't know how to manage their damn money effectively. But they'll tell a black man, I'm better than your ass because I got a degree. That's why you got a big thing with these brothers going their own way. Now you got the passport brothers. Because our women, what? They in their masculinity as well. See, that degree, they go to these universities and they get in their masculinity. Then they'll come up and talk about they want to be on their soft side. Them niggas are confused, man. If you don't like how I'm addressing this article and these precepts, you know what you can do. Go on TikTok They got a lot of food videos, a lot of dancing videos. You know, something y'all used to having. Let's go to the book of Psalms, man. The book of Psalms, chapter 35, and verse 8. It says, let destruction come upon him unawares, and let his net that he have hid catch himself, and to that very destruction let him fall. And, you know, in that net, and this is talking about Esau, Edom, talking about the wicked. But we can also apply it to, our women. Let's read it again. It said, let destruction come upon him unawares, him or her unawares. Because that student loan debt, they knew that they was going to have to pay it back. But for those 3 years that they didn't have to pay it, they was unaware. Everything was all good in the neighborhood. What it said, and let that net that he have hid catch himself. That net that he hid, they hid that student loan debt for y'all for 3 years. Now it's catching you. Now you don't got caught in that web, because now you got to pay it. See, and you don't know how to get out of that net. Because now you working two jobs trying to get a third job. So if you're gonna do all this, what's the well-being of the child? The child should be with the father somewhere. Listen, he have hid to catch himself, and to that very destruction let him fall. And you women are falling, y'all are falling, real fast out here. The so-called Negro woman is falling fast, and she can't get up. She's falling fast and she can't get up, man. Because what? They don't want to work with they husbands. They don't want to work with the man that they don't lay down with. Because once a man enter a woman, they marry. They don't want to work with them. They want to do it they want to do it their way. They don't Burger Kingers. They the Burger Kingers, man. Now they falling and they can't get up. Let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 30. We're going to close it out here, man. I didn't want this to be as long as it's been, but that was a long article. The book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It said, woe unto rebellious children. Woe unto you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. It said, death unto you, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. They take counsel, at these universities. Go to these universities and get the counsel. We don't want the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Bashum Yahweh Shah. We want the counsel, of this world. And that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And y'all women are adding sin to sin. Not because you got a degree, but because you have what? Forsaken the ways of the Lord Yahweh Bashum Yahweh Shah. That's how you adding sin to sin. Verse 2, that walk to go down to Egypt. And we know that we in what? Spiritual Egypt right now. How do they walk to go down to Egypt? What? They go and let the serpent beguile them. Go to college. You don't need a man. We're going to pay for your college. Your kids are child care. We're going to do all these things for you. Leave that man at this house. Leave that man. That's what they tell y'all. And what y'all did? It said, and walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. We ain't going to pray to the Lord. Lord, what should I do? And the first thing a woman tell you, I prayed to the Lord. He told me to go get my 4 degrees. He done told me this and he done showed me this. Because they always think the Lord ain't dealing with women. And that's a hard pill to swallow especially for the Negro woman, that the Lord is not dealing with them on a personal level like that. Not my God. That's the first thing come out their mouth. Not my God. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And our women, they trust in this system. They trust in this wicked system. See, the men of the Lord telling y'all that this system is a broken system. We're telling y'all that this system is not designed. This is not our rest in pursuant to Micah, the 2nd chapter. This is not our rest. It will destroy you with a sword destruction. This is not your rest. Isaiah 30 and verse 3. Therefore shall the swift of Pharaoh be your shame. And now these women are shamed. They saying, now we wouldn't have got degrees, but we can't even buy a house. We can't even what? I need a new car. And you can't even buy a car. Because you got to pay child care. And the job that you went to school for to get your live your best life, to get you a beautiful job, you can't even get that high paying job. That's to your shame. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And y'all confused as hell. Y'all confused like, damn, I got to pay this bill back. Now y'all all confused out here. Verse 4. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. And we're going to stop right there. I should have stopped at verse 3. We'll close it at verse 3. Therefore shall the script of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And you women are real confused out here. Why? Because y'all fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Y'all fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Go to college. You get your degree, you can tell that black man you better than him. Go to college. You can get you a good job. You're going to be able to get you a house. Go to college. Got my degree, but I can't even buy a car. I got my degree, I can't even afford a house. Now you confused. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all better turn back to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Y'all better turn to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. If y'all can't see that this system is falling apart, hyperinflation, we're about to come up on World War III. We're coming up on Jacob's trouble. We're coming up with the mandatory implementation of the MOT to the B, which is the C-HIP. And y'all gonna jump in line. Y'all got all this education, but y'all still dumb as hell. And y'all have no knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. Listen to that man that you see on the highways and the byways, so he can lead you back to the righteousness of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Shalom.